Imagine you have to travel a short distance of just 1 mile. You will probably choose to walk because the distance is small. Now imagine you have to travel a much longer distance of 10 miles. Walking would take too much time, so you decide to ride a bicycle or take a car. As a result, you actually arrive at the distant location much faster than you reach the closer one. This strange phenomenon is known in psychology as the region beta paradox, and it explains one of the greatest traps in human life. This paradox states that our minds are surprisingly bad at dealing with minor discomforts. When we face a major crisis or a massive life disaster, our psychological defense mechanisms immediately activate. We find incredible strength, we make bold choices, and we completely transform our situation because the pain is too high to ignore. However, when a situation is just mildly uncomfortable but still tolerable, our defense mechanisms remain completely asleep. We do not take action because the situation is not bad enough to force a change. This is exactly why people spend decades at a boring job that offers no growth but pays just enough to survive. This is why individuals stay in flat relationships that lack joy but do not have major conflicts. Because these situations sit comfortably in region beta, they never cross the threshold that triggers a massive psychological response. You tolerate the slow draining of your potential simply because it does not hurt enough to make you move. You are trapped not by your failures but by your comfort. Psychological studies show that this paradox affects our habits, our careers, and our emotional well-being. We mistake the absence of disaster for the presence of happiness. When you live in this state, your brain convinces you that everything is fine. You become passive, waiting for external circumstances to change your life while your most valuable years slowly pass by. The true danger of the region beta paradox is that it robs you of the motivation to pursue exceptional things. Breaking out of this paradox requires a high level of self-awareness. You have to learn how to identify the areas in your life that are just okay but are actually blocking your growth. Stop waiting for a crisis to force your hand. Look at your daily routines, your career path, and your personal connections with absolute honesty. Ask yourself if you are truly fulfilled or if you are simply adapting to a comfortable limitation. Understanding this psychological concept gives you a unique advantage. It allows you to become proactive instead of waiting for a disaster to wake you up. Your mind is fully capable of achieving remarkable growth if you choose to step out of the comfortable gray zone. Raise your standards and refuse to settle for a life that is merely tolerable. True transformation begins the moment you decide that good enough is no longer good enough.